Figures. What's up, party people? It's FriYAY in the Galactic Café. My name is April. I am the Sci-Fi Mombie, and welcome. We do this Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern, noon Pacific. So please come back and join us every day. We have a lot of fun. So, what's everybody up to? Everybody doing good? I hope you are. Wow, look at that. We made it. Thank you guys so much. You guys have helped us explode over on TikTok to over 1,000 followers. Let's keep it going, shall we? So let's keep it going across all of our platforms. Could you guys show some love to our Facebook page? That would be so thankful. I'd really appreciate it. All right, a little bit of housekeeping. Go through the chat here real quick to see who's out there. Hello, John the Beagle Dad. It's FriYAY. Doing good. I'm still without children. Autumn, the producer, is at a thespians conference, and I'm all by myself. So, hey, why not? And I'm blue again. I'm blue, dabble, dee, dabble. I'm just going to have to learn to deal with it, I guess. It's this. See, that makes it better. I don't know what it is. It's got to be the sensor on it. I don't know. I hope it's not a bad thing, you know? Weird. Hold on one second. Just noticed something. There. But anyways. Oh, right. John is making meatballs tomorrow. Yummo. Oh, you mean tonight? Oh, cool. See. I never said you were feeling blue. I'm not feeling blue, actually. Although some of the quotes from yesterday were just like, shit. So, you know, it happens. Anyways, people need to learn how to be nice. People need to learn how to be nice, you know? So, all right. So, it's time to do a little bit of housekeeping before we, hi, Sue. Welcome to Galactic Cafe. Hope you guys are doing great today. Need to do a little bit of housekeeping before we continue on with the show today. Here at Sci-Fi Mombie, we would love it if you would help us keep the lights on. We have 4 ways you can donate to Sci-Fi Mombie. 5, actually. TikTok is monetized. So please smash the coins. Come on. We have a Ko-Fi account. Buy us a cup of coffee at ko-fi.com. Username is Sci-Fi Mombie. We have a Throne account. We sign up for different things to help us. Like we're looking to put together gift baskets. We're looking to give away prizes this coming year. I'm going to be picking things up as I go to conventions and giving those away. So please help us out over there on Throne. We never receive your information at Throne. We also have Patreon memberships. They are $3 a month. You can go to patreon.com/user !u =849-723-53 and sign up with us. We also have a Venmo account. Scan those QR codes right there. Sorry, I can't show you guys the QR codes over here. I don't know how to update over here. I've got to like play around with TikTok and figure out how this works. Hello, Sandy Dillon, Brian Thomas, and Palomino. Welcome to the Galactic Cafe. I hope you guys are doing great today over there. Don't forget to smash those hearts, smash that like button, share out the stream. So please help us out. Sci-Fi Mombie is also all over social media. We stream, well, right now until I can fix my StreamYards, we're streaming to Facebook, YouTube, and the Sci-Fi Mombie X account. Normally we stream to Facebook, Instagram, X, YouTube, LinkedIn, and Twitch. We also stream daily to TikTok. We also have Patreon, Substack, Blue Sky, Threads, and Discord. We also have a Lemon 8 account, if you're curious. So it's kind of like your TikTok account, but it's now that we don't need it because the Ellisons bought TikTok, right? So anyways, we have one. So just in case you're curious. All right. Housekeeping achieved. So here in a little bit, we're going to be talking about a very interesting article that Miss Connie Cleary, who is in the chat, talked about, sent me. So we'll be watching that, looking at that about Star Trek and this fascination with Starfleet Academy. So watch for that. Hello. I'm just going to call you Tuck. Tuck Krashjavi. Is that it? I hope I said that right. Hello, Yorkie Mom Kate. Welcome to the Galactic Cafe. I hope you're doing great today. But we're going to have a great discussion about where Star Trek is going and where it could have gone. So hold on for that. But before that, let's get into some news of the day, shall we? Here we go. Sebastian Stan is in talks with DCU to be Two-Face in the next The Batman movie. So that was interesting. Greenland 2 hits theaters today. I really enjoyed Greenland. That was a really good movie. I highly recommend you see it. Gerard Butler's amazing. So hello, B Buster 1993. Welcome to the Galactic Cafe. Hope you're doing great today. May I show you a trailer, please? And Connie, I was wrong about the Burbs. Not surprising, I'm wrong a lot. But let me show you this trailer. Sorry, I can't show it over here. See, this is why I need a camera behind me so you guys can see what okay. I'm working on it. All right. Share my screen. Uh-oh, Slinky's looking for his mom. Slinky, Lieutenant Slinky. All right, here we go. I have to stop it periodically, but looks good. Hello, at Finney. Welcome to Galactic Cafe. Hello, Olivia. Welcome.
The safest town in America. You went from city loft to lawn so fast.
I know living in my parents' house wasn't exactly part of the plan.
Okay, so what I'm thinking,
These people are crazy.
wasn't there a character in the original Burbs that had a British accent?
With that old Victorian house. It's haunted, isn't it?
That's what I'm thinking.
There have been whispers.
So that makes this a
Who would
continuation.
move into a murder house?
I did see him in the woods. I'm not sure what he was up to. I had to give him space.
That's the emotional vampire from What We Do in the Shadows. Oh, shit.
It's a lot of work.
Oops, I forgot to pause it. So far, it's looking really good, guys. Hello, Tara Joe and Epiphany. Hope you're doing great today. Don't forget to smash those hearts.
Better ask good bones.
Who says that?
Seth MacFarlane, Brian Grazer. What?
He's hiding something.
I think we should investigate. I feel like Sherlock Holmes. I think if anything, I'd be Sherlock Holmes. Don't accent privilege this.
Just right here. From a legal standpoint, we're not
What did Kiki? Oh, that's right. She won for best host. Hello, DJ Corey. How are you? It's good to see you, my friend. Hello, Skip. Welcome to the Galactic Cafe. Hope you guys are doing great today. We're watching the trailer for The Burbs. The new trailer just released today.
I just peed a little.
I don't know if I should admit I have that issue, but I had 3 babies on my bladder, so that's why.
Podcast.
Oh no. What's happening? Your face. Safest town in America has a lot of people desperate to leave.
Probably gets a little bit complicated.
In small towns.
Okay, pause it again just to make sure that we're following. Hello, Sam Lee. Welcome to Galactic Cafe. Hope you're doing great today. Don't forget to smash those hearts, smash that like button, share out the stream over there on TikTok. Thanks. So
It is the safest town.
they keep saying that the safest town in America. Safest town.
I think this place is going to grow in you. Okay.
Ah. February 8th, we will be watching that here at Sci-Fi Mombie. So hello, Rory Sanchez. Welcome. Awesome sauce. Awesome sauce. Got a lot of great stuff coming out of Peacock. Fantastic. Hey, Peacock and Universal, could you do me a favor? Could you bring the Orville over to your channel? Okay, thank you. Announce the Orville. Okay, moving on. Hello, girl. Duck and goat? Is that what those are? Hello, Legs and Christina $. Welcome to the Galactic Cafe. Hope you're doing great today. All righty then. So that's the only trailer I have to show you. What do you guys think? See, Connie, I knew it didn't seem like a reboot to me. So I'm thinking, I don't think it was Tom Hanks and Carrie Fisher's kid. I think it was the other neighbors. So we'll see. And another murder in the neighborhood, right? Right. Okay. So yeah. So interesting. Yeah. Slinky's missing Autumn, the producer. She's been gone. This will be the 3rd day. So yeah. Hint, hint, hint. Yeah, very big hint. So, kind of sucks. I'm only like streaming to like 3-4 places. It's really stupid. Hello, Vanette. Welcome to the Galactic Cafe. Hope you're doing great today. So, oh man. Okay, moving on. Brent Spiner and Jonathan Frakes, who I will be meeting in April here in Springfield, have a new podcast called Dropping Names. So go check that out. It's wherever you find your favorite podcast or YouTube. I'm set to watch that soon. I'm very upset they are my competition. No, I'm kidding. They're not really my competition. They're way above me competition wise. All right, Connie. Where are they? Okay. Moving on. Hello, Corrine and Gordo. Welcome to the Galactic Cafe. Hope you guys are doing great today. So, but anyways, Alan Cummings received his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame today. Congratulations to him. All right, guys, here's a big issue going on. SAG-AFTRA president has come out and said that he is considering threatening a strike if the actors do not get the rights they want over streaming content. That's a big one. Hello, Rusty Beard, too. Welcome to Galactic Cafe. Hope you're doing great today. So get ready. We may be up for another strike, and Hollywood may be stuck where they usually are, with us having no things new to watch. Hello, Gordo. Normally we talk sci-fi here at Sci-Fi Mombie, but right now I'm just going through news of the day that I thought would interest everybody. By the way, don't forget, Sunday night, beginning at 5 p.m. Pacific. It's the Golden Globes, guys. So get ready for that one. Conan O'Brien is hosting the Oscars March 15th. I'm still debating whether to do watch parties because Connie and I have the Muppets Sunday nights in the Sci-Fi Mombie studio. So we'll figure it out. Happy birthday to Cynthia Arrivo. Today she turns 39. So happy birthday, Cynthia. I hope you have a great one. The Duffer Brothers. Hello, KA. Welcome to the Galactic Cafe. The Duffer Brothers have 3 new series coming out this year. Can you guys believe this? So they just ended Stranger Things, and now they've got 3 more coming. The Burrows will star Alfred Molina. Something Very Bad is Going to Happen will star Bill Pullman. And Stranger Things Tales from 1985, which is, I believe, the animated show. So get ready for all this great stuff coming our way from the Duffer Brothers. Man, let me tell you. Stranger Things ended. I thought it was good, but it wasn't fantastic. You know what I mean? Hello, Joe Guy. Welcome to Galactic Cafe, and Jess. Welcome. Hope you're doing great today. Happy FriYAY. Catherine Hahn. And this will just wrap it up right here. Catherine Hahn is in talks to play Mother Gothel in the live action version of Tangled. Disney, god dang it. Could you stop the damn live action movies for like 2 years? Just 2 years. 2. And announce the Orville. I'm terrible. Oh God, Connie, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do with Disney? What are we gonna do with any of these media companies? You know, especially CBS. What can we do with CBS? You're so me too, Jess. I'm so sick of live action. I mean, Lilo and can I rant? Can a sheepa shapa shupa? Can I rant? Okay, here we go. Ready? Hello, Chet. Welcome to Galactic Cafe. Okay, so I don't normally do this. I mean, there are sometimes I get really upset. What's up, Fred? Unplug my TV. Don't you mean my Instagram? Oh, okay. So this rant is about Disney. You might like it, Fred. Okay. Why? Why did you end Lilo and Stitch like that? That is not the correct ending. That is not the animated movie ending. What the hell were you thinking? Hello, Jesus a King. Welcome to Galactic Cafe. I hope you're doing great today. I mean, it just boggles my mind the way they just up and change shit at Disney. So you tell me. I think it's absolutely stupid. I mean, the movie was cute. I liked the voice actors they chose. But oh my God, stay true to the animated shows. Hello, Dream Team. Hello, Alicia. How are you? Happy Friday to you as well. Miss Connie says, I could say a few things about CBS, but it's too loaded. I know. Thank you, the Ellisons. Totally. Yeah. Jess says, yeah, I had been waiting for years for them to revamp it, and that's what they give us. I know, right? Hello, Sherry. Welcome to Galactic Cafe. I know it was an embarrassment. It was an embarrassment. So Fred says to unplug my TV, close all my accounts. No, sell my house. I don't have one. I rent. And oh Lord, man. Fred, you're so funny. Alicia says, yeah, Disney and CBS don't know what they are doing with their franchises. I totally agree. And CBS could fix their problem if they would fire Alex Kurtzman. Thank you. We're going to get into that here in a little bit. So Gordo says, as a former cast member who is no longer working for Disney, Disney management can kiss it. I agree. So what part of Disney did you work for, Gordo? Say sci-fi. Hello, Ileana. Welcome to Galactic Cafe. Hope you're doing great today. That's funny, Gordo. You're awesome. I like you. I like Jess too. Yeah. We can tell Disney to kiss our rump until they give us better Star Wars and the Orville. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it from Disney. So, although I am impressed with the new 911 Nashville, it's okay. So, photography and art creator and customer service. Oh, very cool. Well, I'm sorry you don't work for them anymore. That sucks. That's not fair. So, but all right. What are we talking about? It's free for all FriYAY. So throw some topics out that are not political and not religion. Hey, John the Beagle Dad, what's up? What's up? So, NCIS used to be good, but lately it's meh since Mark Harmon left. I totally agree. You know, I could never get into NCIS. Now, I love CSI, but I could never get into it. I don't do politics, only when trolling. Yeah, I know, John. It's easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than an average person to abolish his Instagram. I know, I agree. I use it every day. Gordo says, that's okay. I left with a very big paycheck. Now I just do my art full time. That's awesome. Congrats on that. Yeah. Hey, follow your dreams. That's what you got to do. Tell Disney to cram it the frog. John the Beagle Dead says, I saw about 8 seasons of NCIS. I hated it. Yeah, I could never get into it. I liked DMV, though. NCIS, I liked because it took place in Oh, I see. Well, there's a new show on CBS called DMV, and it's really funny. It's really funny. So if you like, check out my TikTok. Okay, I will. I will. Let's see. There it is. I followed you, Gordo. Yeah, I will check that out. Anybody on my TikTok, go check out Gordo's stuff. Look around there. I'm always supporting artists. Like the gentleman who draws my logo is David Cabiza, and he draws the Orville comics. So he's amazing. He's a great friend to us here at Sci-Fi Mombie. And I support, he's drawn several logos for me, including Sci-Fi Mombie Security. So he's fantastic. Oh, thank you for the roses. That's so nice of you. So, okay. Yeah, we call it. Yeah, I figured it out now. Although I'm sure their DMV offices are terrible. Who are you looking forward to seeing on the Battlestar Galactica series? I honestly don't know. I mean, I know Jane Seymour is on there. And Lee Greenwood, right? Is that his name? From Bonanza. Gosh, that's a good question. I don't know. I'll just take it as it comes, I guess. So you saw a Battlestar Galactica t-shirt? Yeah, I'm actually trying to order one from Amazon when I get money. So I try to wear, like, I have a Star Trek shirt and I have an Orville shirt, and I have several. I stole the Star Wars shirts from my sons. Lauren Green, thank you. I knew it was Green something. I'm terrible with names. Yeah, looking forward to seeing him and Jane Seymour. Am I invading Greenland? No. My government might be, but I'm not. I might go visit on vacation, but nah. Jane Seymour, I will say this. She appeared in the... Oh! Well, then why did they give her such credit for being on Battlestar Galactica? That's so weird. I have to say, though, I am about to meet Edward James Olmos in the next couple weeks, so I'm kind of interested in seeing him in the 1980 version. So, oh my God, Alicia, I love those movies. Yes, do not touch the Never-Ending Story, Disney. Don't you dare. It's like Jar Jar Abrams, leave your hands off Back to the Future. Do not sorry, the F word's going to come out. Do not fucking touch Back to the Future. Hello, Ro. I don't know what happened to you. Okay, cool. But oh my God, I love them. I love the clip. I love the clip from Family Guy where Peter's riding Falcor. Falcor's like, get off me. Saying hello to Alicia. So, oh, Fred, you just like trolling me, don't you? That's what friends are for. You're okay, Gordo. I knew what you were saying. I knew what you were saying. So the one who played Atreyu appeared. What? Cool. In what, the 1980s version? Cool. Such great movies. Fred says, I tried watching Never-Ending Story, but it never ends. Kind of like the song from This Is a Song That... Yeah, you will love seeing him grow up in the 78 series. Okay. Check out our Instagram. I've got several Instagram accounts, actually. One for Sci-Fi Mombie, one personal. Pardon me. Here I go. And one for Sci-Fi Mombie Security. So, and Bootsy's over here asleep. You see him? He's like right there. Wait, is that Bootsy? Who is this? Is that Doodlebug? Yeah, he's letting me. Tilly would have ran off by now. Matilda. I felt more bad for the... Is that a turtle? In the movie than the horse. Oh, yeah, the turtle had nothing to do. Yeah. I know the horse. I didn't, I know animals can have emotions, but, it's just really sad. All right. Too many notifications. All right. There we go. So Edward almost appears in the 2000s versions. Okay. I just can't wait to meet him and get a picture with him and an autograph and have him talk to you guys. Do his own little cameo right there. I hope he'll let me. So there's technically 3 series, 78, 80s, and 2000s. Yep. Didn't it start in 2009, 2008? Think so. Only sleep and listening to things. Okay. Awesome. Oh my God. Ooh. Pardon me. I have a tick. It's called yawning. Don't forget to smash those hearts, smash that like button, share out the stream, please. And thank you. Well, I guess the trolls are going to stay away today, but doesn't mean it won't still happen. So we'll just keep moving on. Some of the characters are redone in the 2000s. See, that's what I don't like about series when they do stuff like that. That's my whole gig is I'm fueled by caffeine. Oh, you know what? I forgot to take a hold on one second. I'm gonna put you on pause. Be right back. I don't want you to see me taking drugs. Hold on. But they're prescribed, so they're mine, right? Right. Okay. That's why I'm falling asleep. Oh, crikey. It also helps if I got more rest. So, all right. Resume. Okay. That's the thing I really hate about franchises is instead of coming up with new content, they just go ahead and regurgitate things. And I'm just, has Hollywood seriously lost all their freaking creativity? Yeah, but you will see some classic Hollywood entertainers in the 78 series like Fred Astaire. Okay, cool. Bring it on. I'm ready. Trolls, yum, yum, eat them up. Or for Audrey 2, feed me, Seymour. I need to clip that. Gordo agrees with me. Hollywood's lost its creativity. It's like, yeah, you know the series well. So that's good. I need people on the panel that know these series because, like I said, I've never seen it. So this is the first time for me. And it, people have done these shows and they're very cool. So I'm hoping to draw in people that like the shows and have never seen it themselves. It's like I tell people, hello, Darkwing girl, welcome to Galactic Cafe. I'm hoping that people, I can share and get people to watch who's never watched before. Hello, work in progress. Welcome to Galactic Cafe. Hope you're doing great today. So we'll see. The thing is, time is changing and a lot of good writers are dying off. Yes. And the new generation, half-ass it. Hello, Badass Jay. Welcome to Galactic Cafe. Please join my fan club. Would love for you to. Yeah, I can't help it. My mom and I watch together. Oh, no, you're fine. You're fine. Jack has not seen it, though. Oh, well, he needs to come along and watch it with us then. That'll be cool. That'd be really cool. I've seen all about, that's what she said. Hello, welcome to Galactic Cafe. Hope you're doing great today. The thing is, time, yeah, dying off. Yeah, the new generation does everything half-assed. I know. I have Gen Alphas and millennial. I know. Yeah, Lauren Green, Bonanza. That's right. I grew up watching Bonanza with my grandfather. So, okay, awesome. You guys are so awesome. And then after we get done with Battlestar Galactica, we'll, I don't know, maybe Red Dwarf or something. Hey, Tina the Naughty Dragon. Hello. Happy FriYAY. Yeah, go into, that's what I'm doing. Well, see, you know how I like to make up my countdowns, but I guess I'll just do one straight countdown. So I know, Gordo, they just don't, what has happened? I raised my kids to where they have an imagination. Like I took them to the library. We read books. I forced them to color. I forced them to do arts and crafts. My daughter is a very gifted chef. I mean, she's really good at that stuff. My boys they're boys. I'm totally starting to believe that some men just really don't mature till 32. It's like today. Co-host Vic, he's my middle son. He's the one right there in Ghostface. He wants to go back to college. So my mom's made half of it possible. The kid won't get up, wash some clothes so he can go up to the school and get registered for his classes and sign some paperwork so I can talk to the financial aid people. I'm like, dude, school starts in 2 weeks. Oh my God, Becky. So immaturity keeps you young. Yeah, I know. People have told me I've regressed. I'm like, good. It's part of the plot. Don't research and spoil it. Well, I think what I'll do is just grab some random like photos and just throw it together as a countdown. Somebody did a cover of the song, so that's what I'll do. You know what? I may have to turn on my light. We'll see. Usually by this time of day, you know. I have multiple times. I love The Martian. That's a great movie. That's a great movie. Isn't it a book? Lauren Michael was on Highway. Yep, he was. Yep. That is true. You're funny. There is a disco version of the theme. So I'm trying to remember who it was. I've got it screen recorded. Don't tell him. Shh. I give him credit, and that's how I get bypassed. But Gordo says you're 53 and you still haven't matured. That's okay. I'm 47, so you know, hey, we're all in good company here. So, disco version, huh? You think so? Oh boy. So, but yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Connie's 55 because she's awesome. Yeah. But Gorilla Man just turned 51 yesterday. So that's my husband. Oh, yeah. I just say I am the biggest 4-year-old since you're 40. Yeah. And Tina, the naughty dragon, is 58, but she's really 13. So Connie's really 10. And I'm really 11. Connie, how am I older than you? We are mature adults with those ages. No, we're not. I don't want to grow up because I'm a Toys R Us kid. Oh, Lord. That company that bought Toys R Us didn't do it any justice. So, yeah, I reversed my age around to be funny at times. Hey, that's what I do. I think it's hilarious. So, I remind you of your girlfriend, Melissa McCarthy. What? No way. Isn't she married? Watch, you're her husband, and what's his name? You're just hiding out under a. That would be funny. That would be hilarious, by the way. Oh, were you? See, that's why you're my sister from another mister. By the way, Alicia, Connie, you want me to make our big announcement? Let me go grab the. I will do it. I want to, John the Beagle Dad. You ain't gonna stop me. All right. No, I won't spoil anything. Connie and I have a big announcement to make, and Alicia and John and whoever wants to join us. Uh-oh. Really? It's an image file. Am I going to have to screen share it? There it goes. Connie, Cleary, and I are starting the Galactic Book Club. Oh, you wish, because she's married. Yeah. She's awesome. I love Melissa McCarthy. So watch for our social media. We're going to start off with Chris's books, Mixed Magic, and all of those great books. Of course, you see the book that, yeah, I know. I couldn't help myself. But it is the AI generated, so, you know, bad me. Yep, it's coming soon, so keep an eye out for it, and we will try to give you the list probably about what? I don't know. We'll talk about it, how many books we're going to put out in a year, but it's going to be awesome. Gordo says, I just thought they would remake Fantasy Island, but it turned out, I know, right? Creepy as hell. But the other cool thing about this is I'm going to make up like, I do know how to read. Trying to get his attention. I know he doesn't pay attention. So he's too busy, but he looks like Arthur Morgan. Hey, the AI generated. I just told him to put the book there. That's all I said. So I think it's hilarious. But anyways, I thought they did a great job on Connie. They did. I know. know. It was horrible what they did to Fantasy Island. So why is it that this generation takes these great classic TV shows and movies and they just automatically go horror? I don't get it. My kids don't do that, but oh my God. So, oh no. Now what does our daughter need? Oh, crikey. Hold on, guys. All right. Sorry about that. Yeah. I think they like jump scares. I don't know what it is, but what about? Oh, I love that show. Please don't remake that show. The Greatest American Hero. Gordo's talking about that over here on TikTok. That is one of the best shows ever. Connie Selica and all the cast. Fantastic. Fantastic. Hi, Boots. He's moving. So, hello, Kat Wheeland for something house. Welcome to the Galactic Cafe. Hope you're doing great today. My children and money, always asking me for money. Never fails. And they even have jarbs. So, yeah. Co-host Vic is the one that got me into horror because when we really got to going, oh, Bootsy, Connie says hi. He's like, okay, I'm sleeping. Co-host Vic, as you all know, fell in right after we started the show in April of 2023, and he fell and broke his leg. And so he's like, well, let's watch The Conjuring. Let's watch Annabelle. And I'm like, okay. Then he's like, let's watch Saw. And I'm like, do we have to? He's like, yeah, Mom, let's watch Saw. He only made it to Saw 4. And he's like, Mom, I can't do it anymore. He's a huge fan of Scream. We've watched all the Screams and we are ready for next month. We are so ready to see Scream 7. It's going to be awesome. Mommy, can chat have some... What? Oh. I'll have to go Instacart for it. Did you know Glenn Larson also wrote for Knight Rider? Awesome. No, I did not know that. That's a great show. I love Five Nights at Freddy's. I've seen the first one, but I haven't seen the new one. So yeah, the kids have played the games forever. So Gordo says they should make The Greatest American Hero, but Polly sure should play the role. I mean, you know, if they do a continuation, I'm good with that. It's a reboot I effing hate. I can't stand reboots. I think they're stupid. So let's do a continuation. Yeah, that's what my kids say. The game is hard. Five Nights at Freddy's. Yeah. So yeah, I totally, you know, I hate it that I don't have all the different places to stream to. It's stupid. I hate the way StreamYard just changed everything. Oh, annoying as all get out. So what else are we talking about? Stuck on night 2 on your side? Oh, okay. My boys might be able to give you a hint. They're pretty good at it. I think Autumn plays it too. Autumn, the producer. So I know, Connie. Reboots. Hi, Mark Harkness. How are you? Glenn Larson was so notorious for stealing ideas that the practice was called Glenn Larceny. Reboots suck. And not announcing the renewal of a show sucks. Hello, Kimberly Ann. I know it's frustrating. It's frustrating. We need Beer Fest 2, Broken Lizard. Beer Fest 2. Okay. What happened to Weed Fest? Was that just a joke? I know Super Troopers 3 is coming out in August, so I'm kind of excited to see that. I love those guys. They're hilarious. I heard that, but he had to defend BSG against George Lucas. Yeah. I don't know that, but I know Lucas, Lucas has things cornered. By the way, thank God KK is retiring. Good riddance. They do suck, Connie. I agree. But yeah, got the news yesterday that Dave Filoni has taken over Lucasfilm, LucasArts all together. So we'll see how well that goes. Mark Harkness says, I'm here to check the troll bridge. No trolls admitted without trolls. Tolls. Well, I'm sorry. We have to go back to Robin Hood Men in Tights. Well, a toll is a toll and a roll is a roll. And if we don't get no tolls, then we don't eat no rolls. I made that up. By the way, the guy who played Little John played the dad in Good Luck Charlie on Disney Channel. And he played the designer in the American Pie movie. We ate the trolls already for breakfast. Yes. Billy Goat Gruff. That's right. These people need to get a life. They need to be happier. Especially those little misogynistic pigs. They need to grow up. Oh, God. So, Billy Goat Gruff. Yeah. So what else are we talking about? I saw that, hey, I have some interesting news. So I wrote Scott Grimes yesterday because he posted a picture of his red hair. When he lets his hair grow out for Ted, it gets curly and such. And I said, oh my God, the red hair is back. He liked my post. That was cool. Call the life hotline. Maybe they have a spare one. That's right. That's right. Yeppers. So, oh boy. Mark Harkness says, I'll pay for that. I mean, you'll pay for that. I'll pay for this. I love that scene. Scott is so cool. He is cool. Scott Grimes, you're so cool. Jay Lee, you're so cool. I like it when Jay Lee plays the piano live on Instagram. So I love it when Jay Lee can't get a chord or something, he can't get the music out. He sits there and cusses it out. It's so funny. It's the way I am when I play the violin. Orville Cast. They are all cool. They are all cool. Why? You said mostly. Who's the one that's not cool? I'm waiting for the big smack. Here we go. By the way, I haven't finished putting my fan fiction out there yet on your forum, Alicia. I got to get that done. I get sidetracked. My daughter goes, Mom, I'm starting to think you have ADD. And I'm going, no, I don't. I'm just busy. Whenever Jay Lee plays live, I greet him and I say hi and say boom. Yeah, he knows me too. Ugh, 45 more minutes. It's okay, John. You can make it. I made it through my day. Hello, Abigail Freeman Photos. Welcome to Galactic Café. Hope you're doing great today. Yeah. No, I get it. It was a weird long day here too. Like, I thought I was going to finish up my project and have it done. And then I noticed whoever worked on the project before me and they assigned it to my name didn't have certain fields filled out for our automation so that we can, like when we offer a settlement, we pull all the old claims out of the system, not only to free up space, but to say, if you touch this claim again, hello, Betty Rideout. We're not going to do anything on it anymore. So Gordo says, having Denny's breakfast for dinner. Yummo. Berry stuffed French toast slim. That sounds great. Hi, Carmen. How are you? I don't eat carbs anymore. I don't eat a lot of carbs anymore because I had gastric sleeve 6 years ago. So I have to stay on a high protein diet. Kimberly Ann says, can't wait for the Muppets. Yep, Sunday night. And Alicia says, I think the problematic one is possibly more the fans than the cast. Oh, yeah. Well, they like to blame the fandom for everything, So I could definitely see that in Star Trek, Look at what Terry Matalas did. Anyways, yeah, or create chaos. That's right. That's right. Squirrel. Yeah. So Terry Metalis is, I haven't met the man personally. I don't know. I don't have any. Yeah, that I know you guys have had your run in with him, but I haven't. So I'm just going to kind of like stay neutral, stay on the down low. I'm friendly, I swear. Oh man. Boots. Meow. Yeah, he's sleeping back here in his spot. He's my little bodyguard. He was at my feet last night. He's always at my feet. You know, I was watching a video on YouTube about cats because I'm weird like that. And they said that cats act, especially male cats, because they're very territorial. Like if they latch onto you, they're yours for life. So yeah, I was trying to, but he may block you if he knows you're so, and I don't care. Yeah, he does. He does. I don't say anything. I don't ever like respond on his posts or anything. So he really has no reason to hate me. And if he hates you, that's his loss because you guys are amazing. And I just don't understand why people can't get along, you know. I don't understand why people have to be so crude and hateful, and cats are funny. So Mark Harkness says someone said then they needed a copy of Rise of Skywalker just on their shelf. I said, no, thanks. I visited the universe where Hamill, Ford, and Fisher filmed Heir of the Empire in 1988. What? Wait, say that again? Did they really? You know, I'm getting ready to meet Timothy Zahn in March. Him and Kevin J. Anderson are going to be in Kansas City at Planet Comic-Con. So I'm kind of excited. I'd send a copy, but they're on Betamax. Wow. I didn't even know they did that, especially playing drums. I love playing the drums. My stuffed baby tortoise is beside me hanging out. He's your bodyguard, huh? Yeah, my mom always said either you hate or love me, but no in between when I asked her what captivating means. Oh, that's awesome. Betamax. God, I haven't seen those in years. So when I first entered film school back in 97, we were using Betamax, and then it went, and then I got a job at Color 10 or KSFX here in Springfield, and they were phasing out Betamax when I got hired on. So I don't work for them anymore. Thank God. But anyways, in an alternate reality, a better one. We are in the upside down, aren't we, Mark Harkness? So yeah, I don't understand people sometimes. I just don't get it. So all right, well, Miss Connie sent me a very interesting article, and let's read through it together, shall we? Considering that Starfleet Academy is coming out here in the next month, this great article talks about, from Women's World, it's dated this last Tuesday, inside the lost Star Trek movie that would have rebooted Kirk and Spock at Starfleet Academy. So see, even back then, they were talking, hello, Billy W. They were talking about, hey, Gorilla Man, what's up? So they were talking about putting Kirk and Spock back at Starfleet Academy. Oh, excuse me. By the way, you want some really great caffeinated water? There you go. It's good stuff. Yes, I'm trying to kick the Diet Coke habit again. We'll see how well this works. So it says, in the aftermath of 1989 Star Trek V, the worst one, The Final Frontier, producer Harve Bennett found himself confronting a problem that had shadowed the Star Trek franchise since its move to the big screen a decade earlier. How long could the original cast realistically continue? When did we lose DeForest Kelley? I thought that's when they really started having that conversation. So the answer he proposed was radical for its time. a feature film prequel titled Starfleet Academy, also known as The Academy Years, and no relation to the new series premiering on January 15th, only on Paramount Plus. Focused on how Kirk, Spock, and McCoy first met as cadets. As screenwriter David Lowery puts it, every time they were going to make one of these Star Trek movies, the producers and the studio always ran into the same problem in getting the original cast together. The reasons for that were money, power, creative differences, ego, health, unavailability, all of the above, all those things. The concept itself originated when producer Ralph Winter, who recalls pitching the idea directly to Bennett. We just demonstrated with Star Trek 3 that we could do a young Spock, Winters explains. We should see how these guys meet the first time, build something that would be a reboot. No, don't say reboot. Of this with younger characters to pick up with them, as older characters don't want to do this as much. Bennett immediately saw the appeal. A proposal was made to me that we could do Star Trek in the beginning, he says, likening the approach to early Hollywood origin stories. The studio approved script development during the making of Star Trek V, and Lowery was brought in to write what he described as a real coming-of-age story. Hey, Gorilla Man, what's up? Thank you. I don't feel like I look good. Just saying. What the Lost Starfleet Academy movie was about. Set over a single year at Starfleet Academy in Huntsville, Alabama. Greenbow, Alabama. Oh, sorry. That's Forrest Gump. The script introduced a cocky, reckless young Kirk, an emotionally conflicted Spock who has left Vulcan against his father's wishes, and a medical student, McCoy, trying to find his place. McCoy was always older than everybody else, by the way. Well, I mean, Spock was, They begin as rivals and end up as friends and comrades, Lowery explains. And in the final scene, we're able to see the legends that they are to grow up to become. Bennett envisioned the film in two ways. It would have been a gift for the fans on the 25th anniversary, he says, while also opening the door to a new generation of films. Crucially, he insists it was never meant to replace the original cast outright. Part of the deal was for us to do a Star Trek 6 with the original cast after Starfleet Academy. That reassurance did little to calm opposition. Series creator Gene Roddenberry flatly rejected the concept. So there you go. Gene was like, no, I didn't like it, he says. It didn't fit in with the rest of Trek. It wasn't good. Some of it was like Police Academy. Ouch. But Star Trek needs some humor. That's why Lower Decks was so popular. While Roddenberry had no formal veto, Winter notes that they needed his endorsement for the core fans, and Paramount listened. Fan reaction was equally volatile. Oh my. We were really caught off guard, Lowery admitted. Somehow they conceived it as a sort of spoof or a takeoff. Rumors circulated that the film would resemble a cross between Police Academy and the Jetsons, a perception Lowery attributes to misinformation, possibly fueled by fears within the cast that long-standing roles and convention income were being threatened. Oh my. Oh my. Actor James Doohan Scotty was blunt in his assessment. He wanted to take over Star Trek for himself, Doohan says of Bennett. The whole thing would have been starting out as if from scratch. When studio leadership realized the original cast would not be featured prominently, Bennett's position became untenable. Wow. So wait a minute. Okay. The fans love TNG, right? And when TNG started incorporating Starfleet Academy in through Crusher, they didn't have a problem with that. So is it just because of the love of the original cast, you think? Bennett himself disputes the narrative that he was forced out. I was offered $1.5 million to do Star Trek 6 and said, thanks, I don't wish to do that. I want to do the Academy, he recalls. I can't abide lies. Shatner, for his part, saw the situation as an attempt to answer a difficult question. Harv was striving to find an answer for the studio's question, are these guys too old to continue? Shatner says. Apparently everybody agreed, but at some point they shut him down. Interesting. As Paramount leadership shifted and Star Trek V underperformed hugely because it was not that great. But what does God need with a starship? Momentum stalled. The studio kind of became. Then they started to think that they could squeeze one more Star Trek with the original cast. That film became Star Trek VI, The Undiscovered Country, and Starfleet Academy quietly slipped into limbo. Winter remains convinced the idea was sound. When Star Trek The Next Generation came out, people said this will never work, he noted. But they achieved their own success. It could have been the same with the prequel cast. Instead, Starfleet Academy became one of Star Trek's great must-have-beens, a project that anticipated the franchise's future while arriving just a little too early to survive its present. There you go. So Starfleet Academy has never been a new concept. I think other franchises could benefit from it. But tell me what you think in the chat. Connie, that's a great article. Thank you so much for sharing. Let's go back up here through the chat. Hey, Sentai Ranger Donnie, how are you? Hope you're doing good. In an alternate reality. Yeah, I know. Back on. Didn't realize that my phone decided to turn your earbuds off. Hey, Kimberly Ann. Hello, Gorilla Man, says Connie. DeForest Kelly passed away in June of 99. Oh, okay. Okay. Rebirth. Ah! Yeah, I know. Sentai Ranger Donnie says, hello, April and all. Hello. Hope everyone is having a great afternoon. Mixed reviews. Oh, great. He says he's going to give it a fair shot next Thursday. Oh my God, is it already here? Holy crap. By the way, we were talking about BSG earlier. BSG in the Sci-Fi Mombie Studio on Thursday starts January 22nd. So come watch with us. The most recent SFA poster was better for me than the Beverly 902. Yeah, I know. They were trying to appeal. Hold on, guys. They were trying to appeal to Gen Alpha is what they were doing. My kids took one look at it and said, oh my God, this sucks. So they're not going to get their normal fan base. I mean, I love Holly Hunter. Don't get me wrong. She's one of my favorite actresses, but we've never seen her before in Star Trek. And and also female characters always have big shoes to fill because male nerds can be misogynistic, especially when women are in power, right? So saying hello to everybody. And I'm among them. TNG forever. Yeah, I get it. Yeah. Good. Hello to David. Hail, Bill. And hello, you're welcome. Glad you like. Yeah, that's a great article. Keep looking for those. That's great topics to talk about. Interesting. Alicia says, interesting concept, but it would have depended on the casting. Exactly. Hey, there's the Gorilla Man. How are you? I'll watch it, Donnie. I'm going to watch it. But like I always say, right? I will not tell you what to think about it. I know some of our friends in the community do that, but I refuse. I want you to use that lump 3 feet above your ass. I want you to form your own opinion, right? So I know, Mark. Thank you, Jar Jar Abrams. Every freaking franchise he touches, it just disintegrates. We ended up with Trek 09. The concept got worse as the decades passed until both the actors, writers, and producers have no idea how people operating in a service academy would behave. Well, we can give it a chance, though. I mean, I like Strange New Worlds. There's some things I don't like about it, and there's some things I really do like about it. But we'll see. Donnie says, I love Holly Hunter. Yeah, she's a gem. She's a gem. Damn right. So, but that would have been interesting. You know, Kapla. So, you know, it is interesting to me because a lot of people weren't happy with Star Trek Continues, right? A lot of people weren't happy with the animated series. A lot of people weren't happy with TNG, Deep Space Nine, Voyager, Enterprise. I mean, you can go on and on. Is anybody ever really going to be happy with Star Trek? Nothing compares to TOS, right? They can try. I love TNG. That's my jam. That's what I grew up, you know. It was always on. And TOS, you know. Gorilla Man says, how are you, Connie? Santa Ranger John. Even though I'm a fan of all generations of Trek, from the original series to Scouts, I agree that Alex Kurtzman should pass the Trek stewardship. That's right. And to somebody who is going to come up with original creativity. And I think Eugene needs to make that decision. One who understands it. Yes, that is my biggest complaint. Yeah, no, that's me. Yep, I'm April. That is my biggest complaint. If you don't know Star Trek, don't try to write for it. Don't try to incorporate yourself into the damn shows. Please? God, this is why they need to hire fans. Fans know everything. The fandom is the best source for stories. They used to accept fan scripts. Do you guys remember this? And then Secret Hideout said, nope, yoink. They quit. I think they should do that for the Orville too. I think they should do that for a lot of shows. I think it would not only increase the fandom, but there might be somebody in the fandom like our friend Sabrina at Play that needs a job. I would like a job in the industry. So Mark says, yeah, I do remember the fan scripts and they were damn good. Mark says, yes, I was happy with TNG, DS9, Voyager. I tried Disco and Strange New Worlds, but no. Yeah, I liked Discovery. It was okay to me, but there were some plot lines I was going, what the fudge is this? So fans are better, especially when that's right. They pay attention to detail. They know the shows, right? So, damn it, Jim. Hire the fans. Damn it, Seth. Hire the fans. Gorilla Man says he's good. Thanks. I remember a fanfic I did for Smallville, which is a doozy. Speaking of Smallville, know the canon and the lore. That's right. They do. Okay. So speaking of Smallville, Allison Mack was on Michael Rosenbaum's podcast. And I've seen all the documentaries on Nexium. But she served prison time. And she was talking about how she's having a lot of trouble getting any kind of work in Hollywood. They don't want to hire her back because of what's happened. And she lost everything. She lives with her mom now. I'm sorry, she's married, lives with her husband and her mom. And there I go, blue again. What is going on here? Hold on, guys. There. It's got to be something. I got to figure this out. Gordo says, sorry, drinking my coffee, eating my breakfast. Hey, you're fine, Gordo. Go right on ahead. You're fine. But it was a very interesting conversation. She does get into the topic of NXIVM. But I highly recommend you go watch it for yourself and form an opinion. But Michael's got a great podcast, you guys. He really dives into it. And, he had been around Allison for a very long time. And he said to her, I was even surprised at what happened, because he thought she was more, more grounded than that. But it goes to show you anybody can get drawn into a cult. Anybody. So just be careful. So, by the way, when Autumn Brewster gets back, we do have a new sci-fi Mombie found what coming out. Bear Bells is making, since I find stuff and I like to show you guys, that's Water Joe's one of my favorite finds that I've ever had. We're going to be taste testing the new Bear Bells protein shakes. So watch for that. Cults are sneaky. Yep. Scary too. Damn it, Jim. I'm a chief surgeon, not a script doctor. You're right, Mark Harkness. I saw it and the documentary on it. It inspired me to write about my own experience in religious cult. Yep. I broke free from the Southern Baptist Church in 2020, and I've never looked back. Just so many lies and deceit and brainwashing. I've met, it was just bad. Yeah, I'm always thirsty. Actually, I'm chug-a-lugging. So this has 180. Here, I'll show you. It has 180 milligrams of caffeine. I'm chugging caffeine is what I'm doing. And then I found Great Value. Started making this strawberry mango. This is delicious. I love peach mango. So pretty good stuff. But I was in Worldwide Church of God cult. Oh my. Wow, you really were there, weren't you? Thank God you broke free. Oh man. But right now, the church we used to go to is, I'm not going to name the name, but they have done some things in the past 6 years that I don't agree with, especially building a school. So yeah, my parents met in it and married in it. Oh, okay. But it's like I've had friends that were Scientologists. I've had, I'm glad they got out of it. So just be careful, believe what you're going to believe. I'm just a person that fully believes that, some Christians are now, especially Christian nationalists, are believing that they should just force people to convert. And I don't agree with it. So, yep, I'm not a church person. Hey, that's fine. You can worship God anywhere. You can worship however you want, whenever you want. This is America. This is America. By the way, have you guys heard about Donald Glover? He's been having strokes. Poor guy. That's, he's, it's okay, Connie. But poor guy's been, the childish Gambino has been having some health issues. So my mom and I broke free in 2000 and our church became independent, non-denominational in Maryland. And here in California, yeah, I can't do Southern Baptist ever again. I can't, unless they have that really cool laid back California attitude. My issue with it is, and as you all know, Center Ranger Donnie says, I've been to church a few times, whether for services or other occasions. Yeah. You just have to find, you have to choose what to, if you don't want to be religious, don't. It's up to you. I'm not going to impose that on you. The thing I have trouble with is my children identify as LGBTQIA+. And here in Missouri, the Southern Baptist and the Assembly of God, we are the headquarters. Springfield is the headquarters for Assembly of God. They force families to put their children through conversion therapy. And here in Missouri, they were banned and now they're not anymore, thanks to our super majority retrumplicants. And they're terrible. They're abusive. They're just awful. I refuse. My child was born that way. He is an amazing person. And co-host Vic is awesome. And I wouldn't want him any other way. So my brother from another mother who used to live here, who lives in Vermont, which I'll be seeing in April, he was born that way. And so is my brother-in-law. I mean, if you're born that way, just let them live their life. So it's sad when the cultural stuff gets weaponized. You know, you believe how you want to believe. I believe everybody should live their best life. That's just what I believe. So yeah, my bonus kids are in those lifestyles. I love them just the way they're. Exactly. Everybody has the right to live how they want to. So that's America. That was the beauty of America when it was founded 250 years ago. You know, they were tired of the tyranny of the monarchy and they came over here wanting freedom, wanting to just live and work and force someone to do things. That's right. Oh my God, Bender, I have to do 2 things. No, I'm kidding. But it's just, it's sad when people want to control others, when they can't even control themselves. You know what I'm saying? So, oh, here comes the trolls. I'm pretty sure we'll see it soon. Oh, but anyways, let's look into some good news of the day. So tell me some more about what you think about that Star Trek revelation in that Women's World article. Hey, Good News Network is working today. It wasn't working yesterday. All right. I'm getting most of my good news from goodnewsnetwork.org. If I can get there. Their quote of the day is, "Dear Lord, I am so grateful I'm still loved." Vivian Lee. Vivian Lee was a fantastic actress. Miss her. Beautiful lady. Some dogs learn new words by eavesdropping on their owners. New science shows. Hey, John, are you paying attention? Oh, boy. Clever canines that have a talent for learning vocabulary can pick up new words by simply overhearing their handlers' conversations, say scientists. Parents and dog owners know that some words should not be spoken, but only spelled, to prevent small ears, from eavesdropping on the conversation. I have to do that around the cats. Yep, wolf. Yep. I have to do that around my cats, especially with TREATS. And previous research has shown that at the age of 18 months, toddlers can already learn new words by overhearing other people. Now, a groundbreaking study published in the Journal of Science reveals that a special group of dogs are also able to learn names for objects just by overhearing their owners' interactions. Similarly to the 18-month-old toddler, scientists say gifted dogs also excel in learning from both situations of direct speech and indirect speech. Although dogs excel at learning actions such as sit and down, the research team explained that only a very small group of canines have shown the ability to learn object names. Dubbed gifted word learners, or GWL dogs, they can quickly learn hundreds of toy names through natural play sessions with their owners. Until now, it wasn't known whether GWL dogs could also learn new object labels when not directly addressed. Children can, but they must monitor their speaker's gaze and attention, detect communicative cues, and extract the target words from a continuous stream of speech. Our findings show that the socio-cognitive process enabling word learning from overheard speech are not uniquely human, says lead author of the study, Dr. Shani Drower. Hope I said that right. Didn't say that right. Under the right circumstances, some dogs present behaviors strikingly similar to those of young children. In an experiment, the research team tested 10 gifted dogs in 2 situations. In the first, owners introduced 2 new toys and repeatedly labeled them while interacting directly with the dog. In the second, the dog passively watched as their owner talked to another person about the toys without addressing the dog at all. Overall, in each situation, the dog heard the name of each new toy for a total of only 8 minutes, distributed across several brief exposure sessions. To test whether the dogs had learned the new labels, excuse me, the toys were placed in a different room, and the owners asked the dog to retrieve each toy by name. The dog's performance was very accurate already at the first trials of the test, with 80% correct choices in the address condition and 100% in the overhearing condition. That's interesting. So dogs are eavesdropping on their owners. That's great. Overall, the gifted dogs performed just as well when learning from overheard speech as when they were directly taught, mirroring findings from studies of toddlers. In a second experiment, the researchers introduced a new challenge where owners first showed the dogs the toys and then placed them inside a bucket, naming the toy only when they were out of the dog's sight. The research team explained that it created a temporal separation between seeing the object and hearing its name. Despite the discontinuity, most of the gifted dogs successfully found the name toy. The author suggested the ability to learn from overheard speech may rely on general sociocognitive mechanisms shared across species rather than being uniquely tied to human language. But the researchers emphasized that GWL dogs are extremely rare, and their remarkable abilities likely reflect a combination of individual predispositions and unique life experiences. Dr. Droor added that the dogs provide an exceptional model for exploring some of the cognitive abilities that enable humans to develop language. But we do not suggest that all dogs learn in this way. Far from it, she said. The researchers encouraged dog owners who believe their dogs know multiple toy names to contact them at the Genius Dog Challenge Research Project at ELTE University in Budapest, Hungary. Nice. It always fascinated me, like, hello, Jay. So welcome to Galactic Café. When people would set up those, they're like the easy buttons from Staples, and they would say words, and the dogs would learn sentences. I always thought that was fascinating, and sometimes I love the videos where some of the dogs learn dirty language and stuff like that. It's pretty funny to just watch them. So. Early human ancestor found in Morocco dates back 700,000 years, may be major missing link. Well, all right. Remains, of an early human ancestor from a critically important period. Oh my God, Becky. My allergies are terrible right now. If it would just say cold, that'd be fantastic around here, Ozarks. Oh, thank you, Hannah. Hello, Hannah. How are you? TGIF to you too. Thank you. Remains of an early human ancestor from a critically important period in our evolutionary history, have been found in Morocco, dated back 700,000 years, using precise geomagnetic methods. The assemblage of jawbones and teeth may come from the epoch during the African and Eurasian hominins diverted from their common ancestor. The discovery was found in a cave at Thomas Quarry near Casablanca called Grotto Hominins, a nearly complete adult jawbone, a partial adult jawbone, the jawbone of a child, and the vertebrae and some teeth were discovered with a femur that bared the teeth marks of a predator. At the time, the coastal landscape would have looked very different than today's desert. A lush coastal wetland, it would have looked much like parts of the sub-Saharan Africa today, where crocodiles, hyenas, and hippos and large cats dealt among the greenery. The oldest known remains of our species, Homo sapiens, were found also in Morocco at Jebel, Irahond Sorry, I botched that terribly, which dated back 330,000 years. Before us, there were a number of hominins, and scientists aren't sure who came first and from where. Jean-Jacques Hublin, an anthropologist at the Max Planck Industry for Evolutionary Anthropology in Germany, and the lead author of the new paper presenting the discovery, believes the finds reinforce a deep African origin of our species rather than a Eurasian one. There is limited hard evidence to support what is a generally accepted theory of human evolution, that the African lineage branched off into Homo sapiens while the lineage of Eurasia evolved into Neanderthals and Denisovans. Did I say that right? What evidence there is comes primarily from Granadina, Spain, where fossils, including cranial fragments, revealed the existence of creatures named Homo ancestors, which lived in Europe between 772,000 and 949,000 years ago. The Grotto hominins fossils bear a striking resemblance to the Spanish fossils. Okay. The Grandolin Homo ancestor was what reinforced this theory that Homo sapiens migrated out of Africa before evolving into distinct groups across Eurasia. Previously, it had been believed that the hominins existed across the Old World, and that a species spread out of Africa replaced all the others. Considering the speed of evolution, the Grandolina hominin and the distinctly different Grotto hominids man almost certainly lived in the same period, and that the mosaic of traits and facial features suggest a common ancestor that had also lived on both sides of the Mediterranean. Interesting. In short, neither Homo sapiens nor potentially even our predecessors, H. ancestor and Homo heidelbergensis, were the ones that migrated out of Africa, but that travel bug may have bit an even more distant relative. Okay, so they were nomads. The limitations in the fossil evidence make it difficult to say concretely. It's believed that Homo sapiens in Africa and the Neanderthals and Denisovans in Eurasia all come from a common ancestor that lived after Homo erectus, but there's a big gap between H. erectus and H. heidelbergensis, our second closest relative. Could the Moroccan individual fit the gap? Dr. Hublin, speaking to the New York Times, declined to draw into specifics. Human evolution is largely a history of extinctions, he said. It is difficult to say whether the small Grotto hominins population left any descendants, but it proves a good picture of what the last common ancestor may have been like. I always find it funny that on Futurama, they're always like, Professor Banjo is always like making that joke about, no, but where's this link? Where's this link? You know, to Professor Farnsworth. I always thought that was funny. So, mom and baby beat 1 in a million odds to survive the rarest of pregnancies. Okay, how rare? A Los Angeles woman recently celebrated the first Christmas with her baby boy, Ryu, born to truly remarkable circumstances. Ryu's development outside his mother's womb and remained hidden for months behind an ovarian cyst that grew to be the size of a basketball. Oh my God, Dave. This is almost like my story. Holy shit. But Tony was inside the womb. It was also so unbelievable, the surgical OBGYN team that delivered Ryu documented it for a case study in a medical journal. The manner in which Ryu came into being represents a circumstance that's far, far less than 1 in a million, said Dr. John Osmick, medical director of labor and delivery at Cedars-Sinai in Los Angeles, where Ryu was born. I mean, this is really insane. Now 41, Susie Lopez has always had an irregular cycle, so missed periods. Even consecutive ones are a normal occurrence. It was also 20 years ago that she was diagnosed with a pair of ovarian cysts, one of which was removed immediately and one was not. I'll have to tell you my story after this one, okay? So early in 2025, when Lopez noted her abdomen swelling, her first thought was the cyst. She never felt kicking and never had morning sickness, and indeed her instinct was at least partially correct. The pressure and pain in her abdomen grew as days passed, and she was certain that even if it risked her ability to conceive again, it was time to remove the other cyst, which unbeknownst to her had grown to weigh a mind-boggling 22 pounds. She needed a CT scan to prepare for surgery, which required a pregnancy test for the radiation, and to her utter surprise, the test came back positive. Lopez was delighted, but the pain and discomfort grew, and soon she had to be hospitalized at Sinai, where her medical team found a nearly developed fetus in an amniotic sac lodged against her pelvis. The term for the fetus development is implants, and the term for a fetus that implants outside the womb is an ectopic pregnancy. Almost all of these go on to rupture and hemorrhage. As such, fetal mortality can be as high as 90% in such cases, and birth defects are seen in 1 in 5 surviving babies, according to these SF-Gate reports. However, because fetal RYU implanted against the pelvic wall and not against the liver, it was far more manageable, and the reason why Lopez didn't have more pain earlier. That is fascinating. Lopez and her baby boy beat the odds despite a mammoth surgical procedure that both delivered RYU at 8 pounds and removed the ovarian cyst, together weighing as much as an adult bobcat. During the procedure, Lopez lost half of her blood and had to be continually given transfusions. Oh my God, that's scary. The whole time I might have seemed calm on the outside, but I was doing nothing but praying on the inside, Andrew Lopez, Susie's husband, told SF-Gate. It was just something that scared me half to death, knowing that at any point I could lose my wife or my child. Instead, they both survived without any malfeasance. RYU completes their family and his mother, and recently celebrated his first Christmas alongside his older sister, Callie. So let me tell you my story. That's kind of a lot like it. I had PCOS, and I got pregnant with our first son, which is Tony Man, 26 years ago now, because he'll be 26 this year. It kind of is weird that this story pops up around the time I got pregnant with Tony Man, Gorilla Man. But I was working and going to school, and I was having a lot of pain. And I was like, you know what? This is just really weird. I'm going to talk to my my OBGYN, figure out what's going on. Well, they thought I was pregnant with twins because I was measuring bigger than I should have been. And so they started doing ultrasounds and all that, and they found that Tony was just a single pregnancy, but I had the cyst the size of a large orange, and it wasn't looking good. So we had to wait till the age of viability, which is 20 weeks. Hello, just Sayin, welcome. And in May of 2000, I had surgery, 5 months pregnant with Tony Man. They got in there and they started looking around, and they noticed that actually the cyst was bigger than it should have been. And so they had to call in a separate doctor, open it up a little bit more. They held Tony in utero while my doctor did the rest of the surgery. And the minute that she took out half the left ovary and the cyst, laid it on the table, the cyst ruptured. That's how close we were, because once that rupture would have happened, we would have lost Tony Man. So hello, TikTok sucks. Welcome to the Galactic Cafe. Hope you're doing great today. So they got all that taken care of, put Tony back in, and my uterus, closed us up. And that's when I found out I was allergic to surgical steel. They put steel staples down my abdomen. I couldn't work. I couldn't go to school. I tried to go to school that fall when he was due. I actually carried him full term in 2 days. They were absolutely astonished because I didn't realize I was having contractions the whole time. I know that guy's name was funny, wasn't it, Gordo? But he is a healthy, pain in the ass, almost 25 and a half year old now. I am blessed that I have him. Even though he had ADHD as a kid, he is still a really smart kid if he would just apply himself. But we had a friend that went through the same situation. She had a cyst on her ovary. Unfortunately, her ovary ruptured and the baby passed away. So I attribute that to God looking out for us, definitely. But we had a great surgeon, Dr. Tamara Franklin, here in Springfield. She is fantastic. Dr. Albert Bonebrake retired. He was the doctor holding Tony up in utero. But yeah, just amazing work. And I'm glad I don't have any more kids because I never went into labor correctly. I never, they had to induce me every time. So I'm just a freak of nature. But I'd had that cyst, guys. They said I'd had that cyst since birth. So how can that be? Right? I don't understand it today. And because I was always hormonally imbalanced with PCOS, the cyst just grew and grew. So weird. All right. Other good news of the day, by the way. Happy birthday to my nephew, Joe. I hope you are having a good day. And we think about you, your Uncle Gorilla Man and I think about you all the time. Take care. We miss you guys. On this day, good news, 123 years ago today, Wind Cave National Park was established by Congress as the 6th U.S. national park. It was the first cave to receive government protection from any kind in the modern era. The cave is recognized as the densest cave system in the world with the greatest passage volume per cubic mile. Wind Cave is the second longest cave in the world with 154.2 miles or 248.16 kilometers of explored cave passageways as of 2021, and the third longest cave in the United States. That was back in 1903. The Lakota Sioux, an indigenous people who live in the Black Hills region of South Dakota, spoke of a hole that blew air, a place they considered sacred as the site where they first emerged from the underworld where they had lived before the demerged creation of the world. Above ground, the park protects vast areas of mixed grass prairie, a rapidly diminishing North American ecosystem that hosts a stunning diversity of life. The Wind Cave bison herd is one of only 4 self-sustaining and genetically pure free-roaming bison herds in the country. Very cool, because, we were dumb and almost put bison into extinction. All right. For those interested in mineralogy, a type of formation called boxwork was first noted in the Wind Cave. These calcite fins were once cracked, filling gypsum and andesite. The released sulfuric acid weakened the bedrock, allowing it to weather faster than the calcite. The resultant intersecting fins form open chambers and protrude from the surrounding bedrock by amounts ranging from 0.6 to 1.2 meters. Lower levels of the cave have boxwork mixed with frostwork and cave popcorn. Heliosite bushes were also first discovered in Wind Cave. Moon milk is found on many surfaces where calcite rafts are found in the lower levels of the cave system. And this is what it looks like. Boxwork and the little calcites. I remember studying this in geology class. It was pretty cool. All right, more good news on this day. Oh my goodness. The daguerreotype, I think that's how you say it, photography was unveiled by the French Academy of Sciences in 1839. The United Nations headquarters officially opened in New York City in 1951. Apple Computers introduced iTunes, the digital music software, at the Mac Expo in 2001. The comprehensive peace agreement in Sudan marked the end of a 21-year civil war that killed or displaced millions of people, 2005. Also related, famous drummers beats for peace in Sudan, 2005. The iPhone was unveiled by Apple CEO Steve Jobs in 2007. Happy birthday to J.K. Simmons, who turned 71 today. Oh my God, my mom's going to be 71 this year. My dad's going to be 70. Oh my God. Named Jonathan when he was born in Grosse Pointe, Michigan. He played a doctor on TV's Law and Order and a police chief on The Closer. But his most anticipated role on the big screen in 2014, portraying a music teacher who was a total asshole in Whiplash, which he won his Oscar for and Golden Globe. His powerful performance as the strict bettling instructor earned him an Academy Award, a Golden Globe Award, a Screen Actors Guild Award, a Critics' Choice Award, and a BAFTA Award for Best Supporting Actor. Born in 1955. Happy 82nd birthday to Jimmy Page, the brilliant guitarist, songwriter, and producer whose groundbreaking band Led Zeppelin released its first album 51 years ago this week. A complicated man, his guitar playing reflected his broad imagination and seems to fit with the portrait of a man married and divorced 3 times, owner of multiple historic English manor houses, who grew up listening to blues guitarists with an enduring interest in the occult. In the great guitar player documentary, It Might Get Loud, Jimmy plays the 1958 record Rumble by Link Wray, which had a major influence on his blues music of the 60s and 70s, particularly in Led Zeppelin's single Whole Lotta Love. He was born in 1944. 34 years ago today, one of the most rapidly expanding fields of astronomy was born when scientists Alexander Wolszyskin and Dale Frail announced findings that confirmed beyond a shadow of a doubt the existence of extrasolar planets, now referred to as exoplanets, hypothesized as existing by Giordano Bruno back in the 16th century. The news was described by national astronomers as the greatest discovery by a Polish astronomer since Copernicus. And Nature magazine ranked Wolszyskin, I think I'm saying it right, as the author of one of the 15 fundamental discoveries of astronomy. He found 2 exoplanets, which were around 3 to 3.5 times the mass of Earth, orbiting a neutron star or pulsar, spinning as fast as a blender around 2,300 light years away. Perhaps borrowing from the notably frightening body Polish fables, the pulsar was named Leech, and the 2 planets Dragar and Poltergeist, all of which are undead monsters. Wolszyskin et al. Used the pulsar detection method to make the discovery. Observing the small dips in light coming from a bright, rapidly spinning neutron star, Wolszyskin reasoned that the dimming of light could be possible if large bodies, in this case 3 times the mass of Earth, were passing in front of it. The consistency and the timing of the dips would suggest an orbiting body as well, I think is what they meant to say. And the mathematics took care of the details. Today, exoplanet science is one of the most popular fields for new astronomers, and more than 4,000 exoplanets have been discovered to date, some of which present exciting targets in the search for extraterrestrial life, including some that likely have oceans. One of the new James Webb Space Telescope infrared cameras is specialized for seeking out exoplanets hidden nearby. That was discovered in 1992. On this day in 1768, on a stage in London, the first ever modern day circus was introduced. Philip Astley, oh my God, he's not related to Rick, is he? Put on the show to feature his genius for trick riding, and the equestrian master rode in a circle that day rather than in a straight line as his rivals did. Oh my God, it's Dave Matthews' birthday. His dream came true to open a riding school by day and afterward conduct shows of acrobatic riding skills called Astley's Amphitheater. He added music, prancing dogs, and eventually hired acrobats, tight-walk ropers, jugglers, and a clown to fill in the pauses between horse acts. He performed his stunts in a ring 42 feet in diameter, which is the size used by circuses ever since. The first performance took place in an open field at what is now the Waterloo area of London, behind the present site of St. John's Church. When he expanded, he moved to fenced premises just south of Westminster Bridge. Happy 58th birthday to singer, songwriter, musician, actor, and winemaker. Winemaker? What? Dave Matthews, born in Johannesburg. He formed the Dave Matthews Band in Charlottesville, Virginia, a jam band that owns the distinction of selling more tickets in the decades during 2000 2010 and earning more money than any other act in North America. The band's 2012 album, Away from the World, made them the only group to have 6 consecutive studio albums debut at #1 on the Billboard charts in 1999. Matthews purchased 10 acres of land in Virginia, planted grapes on the property. He now produces wines under the name of Blenheim Vineyards and Dreaming Tree Wines with bottle labels he drew himself. He was born in 1967. Happy birthday to singer, songwriter, and activist Joan Baez, who turns 85 today, guys. Wow. Each one of her 3 contemporary albums, Joan Baez 1960, Joan Baez Volume 2, and Joan Baez in Concert from 1962, achieved gold record status and stayed on the album charts for years. She saw Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. speaking about civil rights and nonviolence, and the two became friends and walked arm in arm in protest. Her performance of We Shall Overcome at the 1963 March on Washington forever linked her to that Peter Seeger anthem. Fluent in Spanish, her 1975 hit Diamonds and Rust was written about her former love, Bob Dylan. Baez was instrumental in founding the USA branch of Amnesty International in the 1970s and later founded her own human rights group, Humanist International, to target oppression wherever it occurs. Since retiring from touring in 2019, the musician has turned to painting, and you can join a live stream debut of her new solo art exhibit, portraits featuring people making the world a better place. In her Woodside, California backyard, she has a treehouse in which she spends time meditating, writing, and being close to nature. She was born in 1941. And there's your good news for the day. Wow, lots of birthdays today. Whose other birthday was it today? Cynthia Erivo. Cynthia Erivo turns 39 today. Happy birthday, Cynthia. She's got a great hit on her hands with Wicked. I think she's going to be fantastic. So she just did Jesus Christ Superstar at the Hollywood Bowl last year. So that looked really great. Okay, let's go through the chat. What did I miss? What did I miss? Southern Baptist. Can't change anyone but me. That's right. My mom grew up amid backwood Baptist. That means you believe whatever we say if we hold your head under water. That's right, Mark. Yeah, I grew up that way too. My former pastor used to say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And Baptists hate change. And I adopted that for the longest time until I was like, you know what? Not true. Not true. So, you know, she was British and played a Southern belle. Yep. She didn't. Okay. Trolls. Where's a troll? Oh, did you guys already get a hold of him? Cool. Gee, I miss my dog. Oh, I'm sorry, Donnie. Woof, woof. Dog, I love you, mama. That's funny, Kimberly Ann. Yay, John's back. Calls are sporadic. Yeah. You should be off work by now, shouldn't you, John? Laughing. Very funny. Nice, April. Glad it worked out for you. Pretty big family. Yeah, you know, they told me after I had removed and half my ovary that I may never have kids again. And the joke was on them. I waited 6 years. Gorilla Man and I waited 6 years, but we had co-host Vic. And then 18 months later, after I had chest surgery and was put on antibiotics that actually resets your system, I had Autumn, the producer. So, oh my God, she's going to be 18 this year. I'm old. Well, I need to get ready for a Zoom meeting with one of your clients. Okay. Thank you for being here, Alicia. You're fantastic. I'm going to start yawning again. Woo! That was a lot to talk. Not much. Yeah. I know. They've kind of died down today, haven't they, Connie? I guess it's because I'm not talking political shit today. I mean, more footage has come out of that incident in Minnesota, in Minneapolis. It's really sad, guys. And here's the new kicker. I'm not trying to start, trolls coming out of the woodworks, but the ICE agent actually had his cell phone camera on, and somebody got a hold of his footage and reported it out that she was actually being cordial to the ICE agents. She was trying to move out of the way. And they thought she was getting mad at them. And she said, "No, guys, I'm not mad at you." And they called her a fucking bitch and started shooting when she started moving. So, oh, guys, it's a terrible tragedy. She had 2 children from one marriage, and then she had a 6-year-old. So all of her kids don't have a mom anymore. And the narrative that she was an activist is a lie. She was a part of the LGBTQIA plus community, but yeah, and she was driving. Yeah. And they wouldn't get her medical attention. That's the other sad part of this whole story. It's not sad, it's disgusting. So, oh God. When are we going to learn? The mayor of Minneapolis said, this year we're starting off pretty good, unlike last year, and he said, unfortunately, ICE is 50% of our crime rate. That's a sad reality. So, all right, guys, let's jump into Mombie's Daily Boost. Who's ready? Here we go. It's FriYAY, January 9th, 2026. Already. We're already in the first full week of January. Can you guys believe that? If it works out, we do have a double header with Missouri State tomorrow night beginning at 4 p.m. But if it works out and I can get back here, or I can start Connie and John right out with Star Trek and the Sci-Fi Banter studio, it does start at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, 3 a.m. Central European time. Sunday nights in the Sci-Fi Banter studio beginning at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific, 1 a.m. Central European time. We dedicate Sundays now to the Muppets. And we are finishing up the Muppet Show. We're working through Fraggle Rock, and we're going to be watching the movies. So come back with that. And then beginning in February, when the Muppet Show returns to ABC, we will be watching it live with Sci-Fi Mombie. So come join us. Sunday nights, it's the OG podcast beginning at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, 3 a.m. Central European time. And currently, right now, we are in the series about forbidden frequencies. This week's topic is a very sensitive subject on abortion. So warning, this show contains some sensitive subjects. Viewer discretion is advised. If you are under the age of 18, I highly recommend you do not attend the show. I get all of my holiday countdown information from calendar.com. It's 10 days to Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day. It's 36 days to Valentine's Day. It's 38 days to President's Day. It's 39 days to Fat Tuesday, otherwise known as Mardi Gras, and the first day of Ramadan. It's 86 days to Easter, and it's 121 days to Mother's Day. So plan accordingly. Here at Sci-Fi Mombie, we care. There are so many great volunteer opportunities in your area. Check your local media or your local charity chapter's website for events you can help out with here in the Ozarks. It's volunteerozarks.com. But please open your heart and please continue to give to these reputable charities. Red Cross and the Red Crescent, redcross.org. Convoy of Hope, which is about 5 miles that way. convoyofhope.org. World Central Kitchen. Chef Jose Andre would love for your help. That's WCK.org. And Direct Relief. They helped out with the Palisades fires. They are a very reputable charity in California. directrelief.org. So please help out. As I mentioned before, starting in this series, Connie Cleary and I are starting the Galactic Book Club. It's coming. And watch our social media. The first, Connie, what book is first in that series? And we have more books to come. We're going to have, hopefully we're going to get some of the authors to come on and talk with us. But we're going to have a great time reading and all that other grand stuff. So Mark Harkness says in 1992, we were one word away from having a one-on-one life-size replica of the Enterprise A in Las Vegas. A great idea, but the CEO of Paramount feared the Trek brand would be tarnished. What? Why? That would have been awesome to have that. Oh my God, that guy is an idiot. I'll say it to his face. Okay, moving on. And last but certainly not least, if you've got questions, concerns, topics, suggestions, or constructive criticism, no trolling. Please email me at questions@sci-fi-mombie.com. That's questions@sci-fi-mombie.com. We also have our own website at sci-fi-mombie.com. So go check it out. All right, y'all. Just kind of stalling for a little bit more time. That would have been awesome to go along with the Trek experience. Mixed Magic. That's the first book. We're going to be reading that. So I don't know if it will be a live show. It might be a pre-recorded show, but we'll have a meeting. We'll figure that out, Miss Connie. So, by the way, over there on TikTok, please help me get to my goal of 20 heart me's, please. And we've hit 25,000 hearts today. Tippy tap hearts. That's fantastic, guys. Thank you so much. Appreciate you greatly. But lots of things are going to happen for Sci-Fi Mombie. Our first convention is in the next couple, actually it's next weekend. It is the Northwest Arkansas Comic-Con. So watch for us there on that Saturday. I believe is that the 14th? I think it's the 14th and 15th of January. Hold on. Hold, please. But Mixed Magic, guys. Who's the author of that again, Miss Connie? I'm sorry, it's not that. It's the 17th and 18th. Pardon me. So watch for us there on the 17th in Northwest Arkansas. I believe it's in Rogers. Guys, I'll have the buns in. You can't miss me. You can't miss me. So yeah, gonna be fun. I'm hoping to get not only an autograph with Edward James Olmos, but hopefully he'll do a video with us real quick to share with you guys. And then meet some other, like Kel Mitchell's going to be there. I'm really looking forward to Missouri Comic-Con and Planet Comic-Con this year. There's going to be a lot of great acts there. Connie will be rereading the 3 books. And who's the author of that one, Connie? Is that Christmas? Is that his name? But buy your copy on Amazon.com. Yepers, we can chat about. Okay. Buy your copies on Amazon and come join us for the Galactic Book Club. It's going to be great. We're going to have a lot of fun. I'm still stalling on purpose. Don't forget to check your subscriptions to Sci-Fi Mombie, John the Beagle Dad, Connie Cleary, Fluff Chick Productions, The Dream Team, Chris Chrisman. Yeah. Okay, cool. I was going to say, Chrisman is a very interesting name. The secretary, her last name was Chrisman, and she had been there since the school opened in 1956. She's unfortunately passed on, but they named a street after her here in Springfield. So I did give Chris a heads up. Oh, cool. Nice. I can't wait to meet him. Hello, Tony TikToxic. Welcome to the Galactic Cafe. Hope you're doing great today. Thank you guys so much, Hannah and everybody. Thank you so much for the gifts over there on TikTok today. I greatly appreciate you. How you doing, Tony? Hello to you too. Hope you're doing good today. What have you been up to on this FriYAY? Kind of stalling on purpose. So, let's see. Give Chris a heads up. All right, guys. I got a side gig for some cash. I'm already tired. I already worked 8 hours today and did this show for 2 hours, and now it's time to go side gig. But the fun never stops. It's Sci-Fi Mombie. We all know that. All right, guys. I will let you know on promotions tomorrow what's going on with Star Trek Saturday night. I'm going to say we're going to go ahead and do it. Oh, thank you, Tony. That's great. Thank you for the heart. I appreciate you. But see, I forgot what episodes we're watching this week. I've got it on my. I'll give you the login for Paramount Plus, Connie. Oh, is that paid? Can't watch Star Trek if it's not paid. It is an interesting last name. Yeah. So, all right, guys. Don't forget tomorrow night, beginning at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. It is Star Trek: The Original Series in Sci-Fi Mombie Studio. Also, don't forget Sunday nights. There's a double header. It is the Muppets first, and then Forbidden Frequencies and Sci-Fi Mombie podcast. So I'll give you a little bio info. And okay, awesome, cool. All right, guys. Don't forget Monday, Galactic Cafe comes right back, beginning at 3 p.m. Eastern, noon Pacific. Monday night, it's Tunageddon in the Sci-Fi Mombie Studio, beginning at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. I believe we're going to try to watch a couple episodes of He-Man for Michael Morris. And then we'll figure out what to watch after that, because we finished up Futurama's new season. So it was great. I'm so ready for more. So I'm ready for Family Guy and American Dad to come back next month. Yes, please. Now, what do I tell Seth? If you have time for Family Guy and American Dad, you have time to announce the Orville. All right, guys. Have a wonderful weekend. We made it through the first week of January of 2026. Let's just hope we can continue as a society to move forward. Hello, the beating heart. How are you? All right, guys. Remember, kill them with kindness. Love your neighbor. You don't have to like them. You don't. Love them, though. Pay it forward. Remember, there's more that unites us than divides us. Positivity goes a long way, along with a smile. And never forget, sci-fi unites us all. All right, guys. This show 4 times a week called Sci-Fi Mombie Studios. And on Sunday nights, which moved over from Saturday nights, we are watching The Muppets. All 70 years of The Muppets. One great night. Sundays beginning at 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific, 12 a.m. Central European Time, and beginning February 4th, The Muppet Show returns to ABC. Thank you, Seth Rogen. So come join us as we move this show to Wednesday nights. Sunday nights, the original OG podcast is back. Right now we're doing Forbidden Frequencies. So come talk with us about those taboo subjects. Sunday nights beginning at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, 3 a.m. Central European Time. If you have any topics you want to talk about, email me, questions@sci-fi-mombie.com. I host a show Monday to Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern, noon Pacific, 10 p.m. Central European Time, called the Galactic Café. Bring your breakfast, lunch, dinner, or a snack. Bring a beverage of your choice, preferably in an Orville mug, and let's talk mostly about sci-fi. Also in the Sci-Fi Mombie Studios on Monday nights, it's Tunageddon with Sci-Fi Mombie and Miss Connie Cleary. We are watching through several of the animation domination shows, along with other great animation we love to show you. So come join us at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, 3 a.m. Central European Time. As you all know, in the Sci-Fi Mombie Studios, Thursdays is dedicated to the Orville, all 3 seasons and all the comics. So fantastic. We're down to our last episode. So announce the Orville. Come on, Seth, hurry up. Come join us, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific, 4 a.m. Central European Time. And beginning January 22nd, we will be watching Battlestar Galactica, because I'm the goober that has never watched it. So it'll be Mombie for the first time. On Saturday nights, it's dedicated to Star Trek: The Original Series, beginning at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, 3 a.m. Central European Time. Ted, the series, season 2 will begin March 4th only on Peacock. Come join us as we do a watch party on each episode. We will also be watching Mission Log the Orville Talking Ted when they return. So it moves to Wednesdays. Get ready, party people. We've got some great shows that are here at Sci-Fi Mombie. Sci-Fi Mombie found what? And Sci-Fi Mombie didn't burn it. So watch for our social media for all of our new episodes and drop us a line. Tell us how you like them at questions@scifimombie.com. Please help us here at Sci-Fi Mombie. We will never, ever reach out to you personally and ask for donations. Nope, doesn't work that way. But there are 3 legitimate ways that you can donate to Sci-Fi Mombie. Use our Ko-Fi account. Buy us a cup of coffee. Scan that QR code right there. We also have a Throne account. Scan that QR code. We ask for things, and then you can crowdsource them or you can buy them outright. We will never, ever receive your personal information. And then we also have Patreon memberships. They're $3 a month. There is a discount on them right now, so check that out. It's patreon.com/user?U849-72353. Please help us keep the lights on. Sci-Fi Mombie is all over social media. We stream daily to Facebook, Instagram, X, YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitch, and TikTok. We also have Patreon, Discord, Mastodon, Threads, Substack, Lemon8, IMDb Pro, Blue Sky, Pinterest, and Counter Social. And it's all under the handle at SCI-FI MOMBIE, Sci-Fi Mombie. We have our own website at scifimombie.com. Check out our bio information. Drop us a line. We'll send you an email. Sign up for our newsletter. Check out the Sci-Fi Mombie security team. They're so cute. And also watch for announcements on the conventions and other places we will show up, and check out our art gallery. So once again, scifimombie.com. We have our own merchandise shop at sci-fi-mom-b.myspreadshop.com. David Caviezel drew our original logo, and Dr. Omega warps it to all of our amazing shows, and season 4 logo is uploaded. There is another revision coming to season 4, which will be uploaded as soon as it's done. But you can slap any of our great logos on any of the products we've chosen for you. If you can't find a product, let me know. sci-fi-mom-b.myspreadshop.com. Y'all are amazing. Thank you so much for sticking it out with us all these years. We really appreciate you all. And as I always say, announce the Orville, kill him with kindness. There's more that unites us than divide us, and later party people.
Cosmic haze, lights flash in neon blaze, retro rockets start to soar. Sci-Fi Mombie wants much more. Sci-Fi Mombie breaking through the screen, chasing dreams in a technicolor scene. Warp drive set, let's explore the stars. Sci-Fi Mombie, no matter where you are. Binary beats and signals hum, space age stories, here they come, with quirky charm and cosmic flair. Sci-Fi Mombies everywhere. Ray guns pop and galaxies twirl. Mombie's mind is out of this world. Sci-fi vibes that never get old. Welcome to the future bold. Sci-Fi Mombie breaking through the screen, chasing dreams in a technicolor scene. Warp drive set, let's explore the stars. Sci-Fi Mombie, no matter where you are. Ray guns pop and galaxies twirl. Mombie's mind is out of this world. Sci-fi vibes that never get old. Welcome to the future, bold. Sci-fi